Have you ever been on a plane? Has your child ever been on a plane? Today we're going to talk about all kinds of activities that have to do with flying and airplanes.
Welcome to the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Mary Jo Tinlin. Each show we talk about fun activities to do with your little one, including a craft, a letter of the week, Spanish words, songs, games, and even a snack for each weekly theme. Here is your hostess, Mary Jo Tinlin.
Welcome to the Teaching Your Toddler Show. This is Mary Jo Tinlin. Today we're going to talk about airplanes. So we're going to talk all about airplanes and things that fly and all kinds of stuff like that. We're sort of celebrating that first passenger flight that actually took place on BOAC between London and New York in October 4th of 1958. October 4th of 1958 was actually my mother's 21st birthday. So flying is something that we take for granted now, right? We fly to grandma's, we fly for vacation, parents fly away on business. All my children flew as babies. I didn't fly until I was 14, but all of my kids did. So anyway, you can always point out things that are flying: birds, airplanes, helicopters, hot air balloons. Even if you see a blimp, talk about things that are flying with your baby, with your child. The letter of the week is P, P for plane. So point out things that start with P, like a plane, a plate, paper, peaches, peas. Show your toddler a P, a capital P, and a small p. Draw a P on a piece of paper and use your child's finger to draw P in the sandbox or in the dirt. You can use bathtub letters or refrigerator letters or anything like that. Just let them see you making the word P. The number this week is 8. So count to 8. Anything you see that has the letter 8 on it, talk about 8. Count to them, because that actually starts to show them what a pattern looks like. It helps them understand math, very early math. It'll also teach them the order of the numbers. And if you need more help teaching about counting, please check out my book, Rattle, Rattle, Click, Clack. There's a link on the website for teachingyourtoddler.com, or you can find it on Amazon. It teaches about colors, counting, healthy eating, all your vegetables and fruits. It's really cute, and it's a great way to teach about counting. The song of the week are the airplane songs, and it's kind of a cheesy little link, but it's cute. It's some preschool songs, and they're all like silly little songs that give you sort of some ideas to sing about airplanes with your child. This week I linked to a page for a book that's called A Pilot Flies Her Plane. This actually comes from the Epic app website, which actually lets you read one free book a day. It will read to you if you let it. We'll just warn you that if you listen to A Pilot Flies Her Plane, it is an earworm. It's a little song, and it's going to stay in your brain. But it's a cute little book about all the things: a woman that drives her plane, a man that drives a train, and it goes through each of the different sort of modes of transportation. So you can kind of talk about like, hey, how do we get around? We use a plane, we use a train, we use a car, we walk, all those things. It's a cute book. So check it out on the Epic app. Or the link is on our website for teachingyourtoddler.com/airplanes. The snack of the week are anything that you can kind of take on an airplane, right? Like, it's not really a specific snack, but we have some good suggestions. Cheerios, always. Goldfish, of course. If you can let them eat little mini wheats, if they can chew. You can always do fruit strips or string cheese or dried fruit, from like Trader Joe's or Sprouts or something like that, any of those grocery stores. You can also put them into like a little baggie. So also there's also a link on the show notes on the website for the some other suggested website snacks. Please, I beg of you, do not take tuna on the airplane. The Spanish words for the week, we have el avión, which is airplane. Volar is to fly. And el pilota and la pilota is pilot. The do-it-myself is what flies. So gather some things that, float or fall quickly, like a scarf, a rock, a seed pod, a toy airplane, whatever, and kind of talk to them about what that means to fly. If you use a scarf, it's going to float down, and it would come down slowly, and you kind of talk about, hey, look, it's kind of floating, versus if you throw a rock up, it might start something bad. But that way you can talk about floating or flying. And then the activity of the week kind of goes along with that. You can actually assemble your own paper airplane. Now, your toddler is not going to be able to do this. You're going to absolutely have to help him or her do this. But there is a video on the website. There's actually a step-by-step on the Teaching Your Toddler /Airplanes page that teaches you how to step through assembling a paper airplane if you don't already know how to make that. It makes it super, super simple. The yoga pose is airplane pose, of course. It's super easy. It's basically balancing on one leg at a time. So you do one side and then you switch to the other side. So check that out. There's a link on the website for that. And then we have our sign language for airplane and for helicopter. And I can't do a sign language on a podcast, of course, but when you see the videos from the Teaching Your Toddler page, they make total sense of what an airplane sign is and what a helicopter sign is. And as I always say, if your child is pre-verbal or just learning how to talk, sign language is an amazing way to let them talk to you, because they can communicate with their hands before they can sort of form those words when they talk. So give them some signs to use, and then so once you teach them airplane or helicopter, then when you see an airplane or a helicopter in the sky, do the sign for it, right? Talk to them about it. So I hope you enjoyed these activities today. On our website, we also have a couple of suggested pages you might also like. Check out our page about cars, and also check out our page about boats. So if you're interested in modes of transportation, or your child is, please check out these different places. Remember, like us on Facebook and Instagram. Tell us how we're doing. Give us a good 5-rating star on whatever platform you're listening to us on. Check out our website for books that I offer and all kinds of other activities, as well as great interviews and story time podcasts for you. So I hope you enjoyed the show today, and I hope we will see you again soon. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us for the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Mary Jo Tinlin. We hope you had some fun and you got some great ideas for the week. Please subscribe to the podcast, like us on Facebook, and visit the website for all the links we discussed at www.teachingyourtoddler.com. This has been the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Mary Jo Tinlin. Until next time, keep teaching.